Now, clap it up on the Live and Sneakers podcast. Give it up for Mr. Kevin Walker. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to What He Said. Hold on. Penny, I ain't telling you to cut that. I told you niggas I'm the star. You don't do nothing until I say do it. And don't listen to Terry.
That's my real brother.
I just want to play that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta send subliminals. What you should have did, Keisha? What you should have did? I ain't saying. She said it. That's what she said. That was my. Thank you, Miss Penny. I'm sorry, boss lady. Hey, look, welcome everybody to What He Said with Kevin Walker. Of course, I am Kevin Walker. Now, like I said earlier today, this is not our second live. We used to go live all the time from She-Rock Studios, me and Elisa Denise. We was on the regular every week at old She-Rock. That's Rocky Backyard. I'm just, I had to get a shit a name to make us look classy. But yeah, was the studio? Yeah, that. We were there. What's up, man? I got my man Sean Eaglin with me tonight. What's up, Sean?
How you doing, man? How you doing tonight?
Oh, man. Can't complain. What's up, T-Money?
What's up, man? I'm good. That nigga's talking to me.
But you know what? Every day you get closer to 60, nigga. I don't know.
Yeah, you too, though.
My clock stopped a long time ago. I told you what that doctor did for me this morning.
He made it possible for you to have another baby.
Yeah, he kind of did. Elisa Denise, how you doing, baby girl? So, look, we want to thank everybody that's here tonight for coming on. Thank everybody that's on your way for coming over to support this Friday podcast. This is the first one we did on a Friday. We're trying something new. We want to go every last Friday of the month and do this show. But tonight, we got a lot of good, messy-ass topics. And we got some stuff to educate you a little bit. So on this portion of the show, we talked about doing 2 segments, but since we got a late start and we got other stuff going on after us, we're going to run all the way to 9:15. I'm sorry, it's 8:30 now. We're going to run to 9:30, and we're going to let the other stuff have the building. But we're going to get in what we were going to talk about. I got about 6 topics because we talked about doing 2 segments. So y'all let me know where y'all want to go first. I got Lick the Rim. That's L-I-C-K with your tongue, the rim. Lick the Rim.
Is that getting groceries?
No.
Okay, I was just checking.
I've got, do we truly like it from the back? Do we like it from the back? I got that. And I got, should women continue to swallow? Should women continue to swallow?
Gonna be some shit up in here tonight.
Aside from those 3, I've got edge of the bed. Edge of the bed. I've got other side of the wall. And I've got climate control. So I'm going to do y'all a favor. I'm going to tell you where we're going to start. Since y'all perverts sitting out there listening to my topics, let's go with licking the rim. Let's start with licking the rim. And then we're going to go kind of backwards. We're going to go with the edge of the bed and some other stuff. But let's talk about licking the rim. My mental concept that I came up with for licking the rim is that when you're sitting at a club, you're at a fancy bar somewhere, they give you this dressed up drink with tahini or other things hanging on the edge of the glass, and it looks good, it looks refreshing, it looks fruity. And a lot of times when we on vacation, even the men are ordering because we're convinced that that outside shell of what we see is worth partaking. Do we lick the rim? Or do we move on to something that we truly should be desiring, like some water or something that's going to be more subservient to our body? Or do we settle for what looks good? Now, I know all y'all mind flips and licking the rim, but it wasn't about truly licking the rim. It was taking on something that looked good to us, but isn't good for us. So my thing is, when that young lady walk in with that low-cut blouse and them tights or leggings or whatever they call them then, we call them biker shorts back in the day. or whatever it is that she's wearing in that moment. Is what you see truly what you get? I don't think so. Because she's more than just her clothing that she's wearing. So I believe that personally, you have to conversate on a higher level. You got to get to know people, understand the substance that's within the beverage that you're about to partake in, because sometimes it can be a lot of different variants that make up that drink. And is that truly good for us? Or do we like them frugal, simple women and men that's just water? We know at the end of the day, they're going to be good for us. I don't care how much of it you partake, you ain't going to lose nothing behind it because it's good for you. And when it's gone out your life, imagine if we didn't have water. Not just drinking water, Black. Imagine if we didn't have water to bathe in, to cleanse our skin. Imagine if we didn't have water to pump through our kidneys. And here's something I learned when my mom got sick, which is crazy, is that your kidneys are linked to your brain more so than any other part of your body. Because when you got a kidney infection or when you're dehydrated, when your kidneys can't take no more, you pass out, your body shut down. Because that message is a direct link. So think about the importance of water. Just somebody who's just good and solid and pure for your system that can help you be a better somebody. Because T, you got that right now. Yeah, nigga, you got it. So tell us about your lick in the rim moment and how it is to have something that's good for the body.
Well, all my life, my mom always told me I wanted what was good to me. It wasn't good for me. So I got two things. Number one, a lot of people has missed what was good for them. Because y'all laugh when I say this. Maybe he had that little titty on his ear.
Nigga, I still got it. Pump that shit out.
Maybe he had that listen to or maybe she wanted her chicken.
I got a rocket man one
So what you did? You missed that. When you missed it, that's going to be what was good for you, not good to you. Anything and anybody can be good to you until they get what they want. Because everybody in this world that's coming to you don't make no difference which way they come. They have an ulterior motive. Whether it be sex, it be finance, it be companionship, whatever it is, everybody has an ulterior motive. And for that reason, you have to pay attention to yourself to say, well, hold up. If you sit back, everybody sit back in this audience and think back. That was one person in your life that you should have been with. You missed that opportunity. And you was, damn, you're big now. Because he had the cheat on his, he was Mr. T. You didn't want to fool with it. You missed it. Everybody in the audience has been there and done it. So you missed the beginning of the rim. I got mine. What you got? Can't see.
So, Black, so when you talk about something that we desire, that we end up, or that we have that can be good for us, what's your good for us moment?
I would have to say the substance of
That's why I said
what I choose. Does it help me grow? Does it help grow? A lot of times, when you're younger, you look at things a different way. You look at the package. When you're young, you always look at the package. You don't look at the substance of the package. So I think as I grew, I learned to look at the substance of the package. What does it have to offer? Can I get better if I choose to go that route? And if I can get better, then I feel like I make the right decision with it. Like I said, when you're young, we looking at what is wrapped in. If it's wrapped in the right clothes, if it's walking right, if it's talking right, then we gonna jump on it. But as you grow, you learn to look for the inside. What can we build? What can we talk about? Can we have a conversation? You don't want somebody there that you can't even have a decent conversation with. So I think that's when I grew, I learned to look at the different things.
Yeah. No, that's good. So we do truly mature, ladies, believe it or not. Some of y'all are still sitting there saying, or not. Believe it or not, as men, we do mature, though. Really, I promise you, and I've said this for a good solid 2 years since I've been doing this show. The woman who gets the next me is going to be getting the best me. Because as a man, I know I've matured in a lot of ways. So let's move on. I don't want to hang on to this too long.
We got a great studio audience. Anybody have any questions, any comments they like to say right now? Anybody? Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay, hi. My question is, you said you look for the inside, but you have to look at something on the outside prior to get to the inside. So what are you looking for in that instance? And you said also that, sorry, two-part question. Your question, you said when you saw the woman with the shirt cut low and, she had a certain look, that she didn't have that you were looking at that, but you couldn't see on the inside. See, that woman with that certain look may have that inside also.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. So let me answer the first question. Hold on. What was the first question again?
You said you're looking for you said that you look for the inside. Well, in order to get to the inside, you have to look at the outside. So what are you looking for when you're at the outside?
Okay, so I can answer that. So when you talk about, for me personally, when you're talking about the outside versus the inside, to me, when I was younger, I wanted the appeal of the approach. I wanted the nice ass. I wanted the titties. Like, I like the athletic. No, really, I'm just being honest. I like the athletic built female. Those are the ones who, when I was a kid, when I was basically a child, those were the type of girls that attracted me.
You had one beat, so that's what I want.
You was fine. You was fine.
You were breathing, that's what I want. Right?
No, so for me, at the end of the day, as I matured as a man, like, people always say we have a type.
Right.
I've been told the type of woman that I'm attracted to, number one, is a very intelligent woman who can hold a conversation for more than 5, 10, 15 minutes without saying, you feel me, you understand, you know where I'm going. Like, I want a woman that I can have real conversation with, who can make me better in conversation at the same time, that we take and draw and learn from instead of drain each other. I don't want to be drained.
So
I want to be accepted and loved, and
So I can attest to that. That's growth. I've seen him grow. I've grown as well. But to answer your question, that goes to each his own. Every man is different, just like every woman is different. I know that. So I went through a phase, but we went through a phase.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. If it was a big button to smile, you was in there. You was in there. Yeah. But that was a phase.
That ain't no damn phase. I ain't grew up in that way.
You changed.
Look, I ain't saying that it's cool if she's smart and got It's like, come on.
But the growth. So
hey, Nicole, I heard the laugh. I know you out there. I can't see you.
So the growth is for everybody, men and women. You have to know that if you're growing, you see your growth because you've changed the people that you hang around with.
But I still fuck with you, so how is that possible?
Because we one in the same. We twins. But you have, when you grow, you're growing. Give you an example. 10 years ago, if somebody would have said the wrong thing to you, you've been on their ass. Now, You be saying, girl, I ain't got time for that shit. Go on about your business. That's broke. Men, ladies, let me tell y'all something.
Hurry up, I'm being directed to move the show forward.
Men grow too. Women don't give us our credit for growing because you be stuck on so much other shit. Real talk. I'm gonna get y'all gonna be mad at me tonight. Y'all be stuck on so much other shit that your man is doing, but you forget or you fail to see what he's doing that you're not paying attention to. So when you look up, you still on that bullshit. He can grow right past you. Same way with men. Same thing. Women grow just like men. But at the end of the day, this is what counts. Me and my wife, if she don't grow here, her ass is left behind. And now she got to struggle to get back up, but I ain't going back down. So she got to struggle to get up to where I'm at. But if you're going together, if you're going by yourself, it doesn't matter as long as you're growing.
All right, so I'm gonna come to you first with my next topic, Blake. So we had a conversation about this earlier and we argued about it. So I really do on this particular topic want feedback. So we're gonna talk about climate control.
Yeah, we all.
And we're not talking about climate control from the perspective of what you're thinking, but climate control as it relates to your home. The first thing everybody does when they get home, especially right now, is adjust the temperature in your home. So my conversation that Terry and Elisa was earlier, I said I believe that the man sets the climate for not only his marriage, but for his house every single day. Because if you walk in and she in a bad mood, as a husband, as a man, I can change her mood with my reactions to her. But, and also as a grown ass man, if she walk in and my day wasn't that bad, normally men, we have so many bad days at work that we get accustomed and we don't bring them home.
Ain't nothing wrong. I'm good.
But when we do bring them home, you can't walk in the house and piss me off because I'm not going to allow you to get into me mentally like I'm the female in the relationship, because we always guard it as men. So I just believe truly the man sets the standard for not only his marriage, but for his household. You got that, Mike Black?
So you said that a woman, if you have a bad
As a man.
As a man, come on.
you can't,
Yeah.
you had something that,
My day was bad. Pissed me off.
but to your point, you said,
Yeah, I was gonna say, give Penny that mic. Listen,
I read about it. A woman can't,
yeah, they need to hear you on the
a
screen.
woman can't piss you off.
Mm.
You already pissed off.
I come home that way.
You
Yeah,
walk in that way.
I did.
So at this point,
Mm-hmm.
probably nothing I do can make it better until you don't feel pissed off anymore.
Well, that's what I said.
But
That's what I said, though.
But you also
I said my woman doesn't get to dictate how the rest of the day is going to be. I do, even if I come in that way. Go ahead, I'm listening.
the chauvinism in that is that you can be pissed off
Mhm.
and have a bad day,
Mhm.
but she can't be pissed off.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Because you think that you can change her mood,
I can.
Right.
but she can't change her mood.
But hold on.
Not to the negative.
But here's the thing.
I didn't think you couldn't change it to the positive.
I come
You
home-
can't make me any worse than where I am.
It's gonna go two ways. It's gonna go one or two ways. If I come home pissed off because I had a bad day, it's gonna be just like this. Well, what's your problem? Huh? What happened to you today? You want to tell me? That ain't helping the situation.
So basically, your woman becomes your toxic dumping ground.
No, because I'm hers too. That go two ways.
Well, no, because chances are you're trying to fix her problem. You're not listening to her problem. To both of your points, you said that. Well, men, you're.
You can't say to both our point, Penny. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said she can't make my day any worse. But as a man, when I come home and she's in a bad mood, I can't make her day worse because she's an emotional being. That's who she is.
I thought you said better.
No. I said I can make her day better if she's had a bad day.
Okay.
It go two ways now.
you guys are you're kind of.
Well, I'm not
I feel
saying,
like there's a little bit of flip
no,
flop
I
in
said,
here.
I said,
I feel like there's a flip flop in here. I mean, because either you're gonna make it
No.
better, because what we're trying to figure out, what we need to resolve, is how do we accommodate the other person who's had a bad day, and that's what we need to accommodate. But here's the problem with men. Per your
I'll be damned. Oh, well, tell us what I'm
I mean, from what you both just
Come on, tell us
said,
what I'm
come on. Now we listen, come on. From what you both just said, there's nothing. She probably can't do nothing to make you better because you need to go get out of your feelings, get out of your bad feelings, get out of your bad day. Get the feeling, right? Your feelings had a bad day, so you need to go and take some time to purge.
Okay.
Right? Because anything that she says probably isn't going to make it better until you purge it
No.
and feel like you now are ready to have that conversation to make it better.
Hold on. No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
That's not what I said.
Okay,
Let me say what I said. Now,
Yeah.
we being recorded, so we all go back and watch. What I said is that she can't make my day any worse. I never said she couldn't make it better. But I said I can walk in the house and make your day an even worse day as a man, but you can't make my day worse.
Case in point,
I'm
case in
already
point.
at a certain spot.
Case in point, when I come home, I don't discuss nothing. I sit back and I listen to what's going on with my wife job all day.
There you go.
I sit quiet, I file something, give me a bill, something, and I just
Smoking a
sit and I
cigarette.
listen.
He's smoking a cigarette.
And yeah. Well, yeah. But I say that to say, a lot of time as a man, with everything that we going through, we don't want to come home and dump that shit. We want to leave it out there.
Yeah.
But when we come home, by her being an emotional creature, she got to discuss everything that went on in her day.
Mm-hmm.
And if she has something that's wrong, our first instinct is to try to fix it. That's it for me, anyway.
So let me address that. So it's two things, Pim. Number one, if I come home and my wife is there, it's something going on, she automatically knows that it's something going on with me. Now she asks me, what's going on? I'm gonna sit down and tell her about my day. Now let's flip the script. If I come home and she's had a bad day, now I gotta pull it out of her. Cause she ain't gonna just tell me. That's what women do. I have to pull it out of her. Man, you gonna tell me what's going on, man? Man, how was your day? I literally have to drag it out of her to tell me what's wrong. I shouldn't have to do that. Because I walk in and tell her this what happened, man. Jim pissed me off and I beat Jim ass. Whatever the case was. But when I get home and she's having a bad day, she don't tell me. Her actions tell me. Hey babe, how you doing? What's going on? What the hell? So now I know what's up wrong. Well, I have to put it out. Why is that? Oh, you just can't tell me what's going on and just talk about it and get it over with. That's what women do.
So, Black, let's talk about climate control. As far as you control it in your world and your situation as a man.
Biggest thing that I've learned is
That might be.
I got it. Learn how to empathize. You know, with what's going on. So when I come in the house, naturally, I want to try to make sure everything's done right. More of a fixer. And I want to make sure everything in the house is good, everybody doing good, everybody on the same page. So if I come home and something's off, the first thing I want to do is sit there and say, okay, what's going on? And talk about it. And I sit there and I listen. And I've learned that listening is not always about fun. Sometimes when I come home, they just want to talk to you. So I'm gonna sit there and just let you talk. That's it. Let you get it out. You know what I'm saying? And once you get it out, if you want to move forward, then we can move forward. You know, but if all you want to do is dump it, shit, don't dump it, man. So we can move on.
Hey, now, let me just jump on his back. Because what I saw, what he just said was, he come home, he trying to make sure everything is good. Number one, because he don't want no smoke. No. He don't want no smoke. No. So we gonna try to see. He coming home, he had a long day's work, but he want to smooth it out because he don't want no smoke. Because why? Because he knows if everything ain't smooth, you gonna get smoke. Because that's what y'all do. Y'all get smoke. I said that now.
Put everybody.
Well, if you feel that way, that's where you at.
Well, let's say.
Let's talk about it.
When I come home,
Hold on, take that mic too.
Take that mic to us. Tell her to come to the forefront.
come right here.
When I come home,
Good night. Good night.
well, let me see.
Oh, I can't see you, B. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When I come home, the first thing I say is, give me 10 minutes. I want 10 minutes
Bet.
when I walk in my house.
Bet.
So whatever I have on me, maybe in 10 minutes it's gone. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm waiting on you to come home. And when I see your attitude, because my first question gonna be to you is, how was your day? And then according to your response is how I'm gonna respond. You start off and then I'm like, well, let me get some time. So that's what we need to do is give you some time.
I like that.
So it's not necessarily that we all the same because we're not. I didn't know I done this for a long, long time. But I learned it, and now if we can talk about this, good that you can come in the house and you want to know what's wrong with me. But when you come in the house, I'm supposed to take some of that off of you too. So if I give you 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then that should be okay for us to move to the next step. Y'all like that. And that's something you kind of say a lot, and I just mentioned it now.
Well.
Hey, get on the line.
Let me tell you what I like about that, B. You said when you walk in the house, I need 10 minutes. When you walk in the house, you say you need 10 minutes. Guess what? That's how I look at that. Shit, you just gave me 10 minutes. When you came in, you need 10 minutes to get yourself together. Shit, I need to get myself together for what's coming. We do.
Yeah. So let's move on. So let's go to the edge of the bed.
Hold up, let's get on the comments here. Let's go.
No, ain't nothing.
Not yet.
Let's go to edge of the bed. So I came up with the idea for edge of the bed because normally in the mornings, the first thing we do when we rise and turn, and let's win a here and get to the restroom, we sit there and ponder our day for a second, gathering our wits and our thoughts before we put our weight on our feet and start to move about the room, move about the day. We sit there and we think about it.
That's that beat.
So I thought about edge of the bed from gathering my thoughts, as well as I thought about edge of the bed being a father who's lost a child to senseless violence in the streets. I can just say for me, and y'all have seen them here when I have my friend Andrew Smith that's in psychiatric healthcare. She's on her own clinic. African American sister, great person. She's been on the show. People love it. I get more inbox about the show when she's on here, and I tried to have her to the night. But when I lost my baby, I never understood for years why people would run go to therapy. So many days as a daddy, we feel like as men, our job to our kids is to be a protector. To the woman we love, it's to protect her. To the kids we love, it's to protect them. As a father, when my daughter was murdered, even though I was nowhere to be found, I felt like I failed her as a dad in the moment. And what could I have done different to protect my baby? So many days alone, off work, because I couldn't complete simple tasks at work anymore. I sat on the edge of the bed and I told Lisa this story about a month ago on the phone. And I said, I asked her a question she never answered. I stopped crying. I said, I sat on the edge of the bed with my gun in my hand and thought about killing myself. Because I felt like as a dad, I failed in what God had gave me to protect. I felt like I failed as a man because what God had blessed me with, I failed to protect it. So many times I took that gun from the ground of my lap, held it just like I'm holding my hands now, and just wanted to blow my brains out because I felt like a failure in life for the first time ever. So you have to understand who I was. I came through Little League as a man. 33 touchdowns in one season. It was a back kick. When I got to high school, the man, I was Washington Young, being recruited by every college in the country, going to college, have anything you want on campus, however you want it. And for the first time in my life, I failed at something that I wanted. I wanted my daughter. I wanted my baby girl. And I failed to protect her. And I felt like if I wasn't here no more, if I could just take myself right now in the moment, that would make things better. True story. Anybody who knows Landon, know Landon. You know my baby right now at 13 can come in here and do this whole podcast with all his own opinions. I remember one time my baby said to me, I don't know if he was watching something at school. He said, Dad, do you think it's a good idea that we have a gun in the house? I was like, what gun? The one under your bed. So he knew very well. But what that showed me in the moment, and this might be very simplistic to some, but what that showed me in the moment as a dad is that I had something else to be here for, to protect. And what am I showing my boy? What am I showing my boy who looking at their daddy for leadership, for guidance, if I take my life? I knew little Kevin was struggling because he was showing his struggle outward. The greatest form of flattery for any man, and I don't know, it may be for you ladies as well, but for any man, the greatest form of flattery that your son can pay you, you ever came home from work, black, took your boots off, kicked them in the floor, and your boy come in, put his feet in them and try to walk in your shoes, and he had Herman the Monster off because he's trying to navigate the choke. But that's your kid seeing what you do and trying to imitate what he thinks is the right thing. The right thing is what's key. Which takes me on to my nephew, because I ain't gonna let y'all elaborate on side of the bed, because that was an emotional moment for me. Go ahead, Black. Go ahead. I know you want to hear it because you told me already. Miss Penny, you'll get Black that mic, please. Oh, I thought that was in your clip you got. Go ahead, Black.
Before I have to address where you just went. You know, just to you are a hell of a father, and sometimes as father, there's some things that's just out of our hands. It's out of our control that we can do about it. You know, and in that moment, I can't even imagine what you were feeling. But what I can is that you're important to a whole lot of people. And ask yourself, would JV leave if took your life? Ask yourself that question. You know how close you are her work. The one thing that your daughter would 100%. Okay, Dad, my daughter, my brother, think about all the people you got in the community. They need, you know, think about how many people you would have failed if you'd have failed to the kingdom. You heard a lot of people, you know. So I just want to just stay strong. You know what I'm saying? In the moment, because the way this is, what you built it. Okay. So let me say this. All my life, I've always been taught a failure somebody is gonna try. So if you raise it, there's no way you can get better.
You know, I've been through things in my life. I've been up under the gun from suicide to homicide and everything. Um, you know, I don't know if y'all know when he cut himself out, that's just what we got. So for him to say what he just did, that I really want to do that. Because that's how I feel. Because we've always been that with one another. You know, my wife, I don't know how y'all feel like that. I could say something and he'll call me the same thing I just did. And she, sometimes she'll check because she don't understand. That's what we do. That's what we're doing. Again, I done been that place where people ain't nothing supposed to be. I done done things for what they're supposed to do. At the end of the day, I'm a human being. I believe just like everybody else. But this dude here, I'm telling you, I'm my heart. I'm telling you, my heart. I really want to be involved at the same time because you know anybody that has been through what he been through, what I've been through, and I'm gonna face it real quick. We're gonna move on. Death is another fact. Somebody died close to you. Here's my take on it. You can have 100 people that tag you on your shoulder just like you did, telling you it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Ain't nobody you. When people let their hands go, when people start tagging your shoulder, you gotta really like yourself. When you're in bed at night, close your eyes, 10 people in your bed, you still doing that by yourself. I don't get it twisted. You continue to cry and keep doing what you do. But at the end of the day, just know that you gotta deal with it. My wife, his wife just died. It's his second wife. And he's taking it very bad. But at the end of the day, I can call him. At the end of the day, you have to deal with it like yourself. Because that's what it's about. Some people can handle it, some people can't. But those people that can't handle it aren't God's people. Because God said He put them on the mistake. So my mouth is free once. So I know what it is. So he's standing tall. Y'all don't cry for him because he a big boy.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, Felicia's
all
here.
right, next topic. Let's go.
All right, so let's move on. So can we go with one of the other ones, or where do you think we ought to go, Lisa?
The side of the wall.
Other side of the wall. So let's talk about the other side of the wall and the concept behind the other side of the wall. So I got several cousins in here tonight. I got Rita and Sheila over here. I think Nicole over there somewhere else. I think that's it. It's under here. Anybody? That's it. All right. So what the story I'm about to tell about the other side of the wall, y'all know it's true. So as a kid growing up, like a very, very young kid, I'm talking maybe 4 and 5, and then even once I got a little older, at 4 and 5 years old, I would lay in my bed in my room, listening to my mom and my dad fight like fucking cats and dogs. I'm talking about knocked out, dragged out. Am I lying, y'all? Even as I got older, and my mom and he divorced, she married again. At 8 and 9, I'm laying in the bed on the other side of the wall, listening to this new husband and mama fight like cats and dogs. As an 8, 9-year-old boy, ain't nothing I can do to help my mama. So I would pretend like I wanted something from the kitchen. When my room was in the back, I'd get up and walk back through so they could see me and be quiet. And my dad would always say that when I walked through, he'd always be quiet. And really, that was him. My mama was that. Y'all my dad wouldn't say a lot. It'd be my mama.
Straight up.
And he'd just be like, all right. No, God damn it, you go. I was like, oh my God, really? You know, so, but to sit in that other room in that house and hear that disturbance as a child, you're sitting there in fear. You sitting there in fear of the moment because of one, what you've already experienced in your early years. Then here you go at formative 8, 9, 10, and you're thinking you're hearing the same thing again in the other room on the other side of the wall. So I'm starting the foundation. I've reached out to a lot of my brothers from Texas Tech, Lemuel Stinson. I've reached out to AD, Anthony Valerie, and we're going to start a foundation called Other Side of the Wall that we're going to reach out to young kids, don't have to be no color involved, to try and help them with maybe some struggles from a mental aspect of what they're going through at home. Because here's the other thing that some high school coaches I talked to over the past 3 weeks said, Kevin, we can give them all we can give them while they're here. And it could be all positive, and that kid could be totally receiving that in the moment, anyway. But the minute that kid go home and is on the other side of that wall, he still got to listen to whatever beef mom and daddy got going on. I can raise my hand and say that was me. He still got to see all the dudes in the hood that got cutlasses with Hollywoods cutting in them and banging and getting all the cute girls because they got cars and music. And you got to steal your brother keys to get his car because he working a job, and when he go to sleep, you steal his car. But they have the things as a young dude that your heart desires.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Is your father still living?
No,
How was your relationship with him after he divorced your mother?
he was dead.
To you?
Exactly. No, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was from the fighting that you experienced, right? You didn't feel like you was wrong for fighting your mama, right?
Man, there's so many layers of that, bro, to unpack.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I don't want to be short-sighted, but there's a lot of layers more so than just the abuse of them.
Yeah. Is there a counselor in the house? I need counseling. I need therapy right now.
And for one, you got to we also have resources available here.
But
What I find online is we want to help the children, but just like I said, we're helping them in the moment, and they're going right back to the same situation. So I feel like in the just kind of things that I have found this with very and it's so helpful students for the next college or whatever post-secondary education it is. But what I find is that the parents need hope with the help of children, and we need to also provide resources for that foundation. Because a lot of people just don't know.
right.
But a lot of people react in situations that they are unaware, and raising in areas should be the most. But I do understand the children. I also think about the people who really don't have a foundation and that they know about the people that are how they only know one way.
We the older kids. We was coming up and found out that my mama beat our ass. And you couldn't run to the phone and come up and call nobody. Cause you gonna be jazzed in the boat. I remember one time as a kid, I was a wine going, and mama said, "Boy, bring your ass here." Wine, I was going up, and she told my ass up to 4 weeks ago. He said, "Damn, he told you that." My mama said, "Well, take him with you.
They did.
Take him with you." But I'm with mine.
They just reacted years later.
Well, no child protective services was going up. You know, when you was in school and you come home and do your homework, you just can't get it. Your mama gonna beat your ass. Now they call you ADHD. I'm just saying. That's what it is. You gotta learn to get it. You should have told my mama that when I was 6, because she was whooping my ass. You gonna get it.
So, Black, where you at with other side of the wall? Oh, we got Clip 2. Can we get that mic?
Other side of the wall for me, man, was watching my parents struggle. You know, not being here to pay the bills, trying to comfort the children. Of course, they don't want the word be caught up in what they got going on because it's wrong people's responsibility.
Yeah.
But me seeing that, it gave me a different hunger. When I got older, man, I just like, I don't want my kids to have to see that type of struggle. I want to make wise decisions, financially, with school, so that I don't have to be in that situation. Because I see what it is. I watch my mom struggle, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit gets cut off. Stuff like that. That's just something I never wanted my kids to experience. So the other moment, I'm sitting there like, and when I get older, I'm so I want to be able to I'll make sure, I feel like in that time, my parents was just, doing the best they could for your life. So if something broke in the house, maybe you're going to patch that shit up. You know what I'm saying? If the sink broke, you're going to put a pot in the sink. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has somebody else there just to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So my mentality was, soon as something broke down, right. What I see, I'm gonna get it fixed because of what I see. You know what I'm saying? So my first side of the wall was not the struggle.
So let me put you on the spot real quick. So you got 2 kids in college right now. Hold on, take this man, nigga. Don't get my way. So you got 2 kids in college right now, right? So a daughter that's gonna be a sophomore this upcoming year. What was her academic accomplishment? What was her academic accomplishment this past year for 2 semesters in school?
Okay, my baby girl, she made me easy.
Come on.
What semester? Yeah.
She's a hard worker, like really hard.
Who she get that from?
My mom and her
You a smart man.
You know what I'm saying? But she has a different work ethic. She's a different type of kid. And my son also that's in college. He made what ACTs. So he had like 3.6. You know.
So he maintained a 3.6, you're saying? All while doing whatever.
Playing football.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ain't no dumb job.
Nah.
I just wanted to be able to talk about that. On top of you saying what your other side of the wall was, and want try and help your kids not have to get it the way you had to feel like you had to go get it out the mud, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely know what you want to do as a parent when you experience the things you experience. So I couldn't be as focused on school because of stuff getting cut off. I couldn't be as focused, with everything going on around me. It made it hard for me to focus. So for my kids, I wanted them to have a better chance to be successful. So not allowing them to be those type of things, not allowing them to experience those type of things. So you can just stay focused on what you got going on. Hey man, focus on your work. Don't worry about nothing else that's going on. Whatever you need, you're gonna make sure you got it. We got all business that's gonna support you. So that's how and it came from what I see.
So
we got 13 minutes left. We gotta move on. Hurry up, nigga. You can already spoke.
So what y'all?
This is how you gotta do this.
But listen, what
Because you keep talking about some bullshit.
let me talk. That's no answer. Because I'm trying to get the most important part of this. And the most important part of it is what everybody said, and everybody said. What you learned, what he learned, what I learned. It was bad for you. It was bad for you. It was bad for me. But we learned something from our parents, and I'm gonna prove it to you. We talk about how we got our ass. How many times you whoop Landon? That's what I'm talking about. I never put my hands on my child. Same way. If somebody got to break the cycle was broken. You know what I'm saying? Because we withstood the pain.
Hold on. Wait. No, I've never looked at it because now I have a 13-year-old at 54. First time, I'm gonna be real. I ain't got to get the energy to play. So I decided I was gonna play Landon 1-on-1 in basketball. We went to 25-50. We playing one-on-one. He shoots for three. He missed. Go get the ball. By the time you make it out of bounds, I'm trying to stumble and turn around to get. So I know I'm not who I was as that elite college athlete. But my point to that is, even with Luke Kevin, I mean, greatest kid ever, never been in trouble for nothing. But on top of all that, Jade, the girl, the first of the bunch, I had to whoop my ass more than anybody. She wanted to say what she wanted to say, do what she wanted to do, and that just carried out till my baby was grown and gone. She was her own free spirit, but she had to pay the cost to be the boss. So let's move on to our next topic. We got.
Oh my.
That's what we're going.
I got one comment before you do that. Ain't no damn way you got church. A lot of churches, some churches don't need their hands. Some churches don't need to be checked. I agree with that. But the ones who do, put on their back, especially if they're poor. Shit. All right, go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry.
We got 10 minutes left in the show. Did I just hear Michelle say I got that song?
Yeah.
Cause she ain't with nothing. I know she ain't never with Roger a day in this damn life. So she better not be over there talking, I know that's right. I know that's wrong.
Oh, no names, no names.
Rodney ain't never do that. Rodney was a great kid. Okay, so let's move on to let's go to Swallow. We're gonna go to Swallow. We're gonna go to Swallow. Should she continue to swallow?
Got to swallow.
I just want to know if she should continue to swallow. Ladies, are you gonna continue to swallow? Okay, yes or no, ladies?
Are you talking about swallowing fries?
You've been swallowing all this time. You ain't gonna stop now.
So here's the topic on should she continue to swallow. We got, if you let me explain the damn topic.
But half of y'all nasty.
So
Half of y'all nasty as hell.
So as a man, I can admit this.
Wait, she said she got a knee pad.
As a man, I can admit this. I've put my women that I've dealt with in my past through a lot of shit.
Yep.
Through a lot of like, hey, I'm raising my hand to be the problem in my marriage.
I'm a drinker.
I'm raising my hand to be the problem probably in 95% of my relationship from the past. Simply because I allowed my male testosterone, my penis, to lead the way. I'm just, come on, give me some room. I allowed it to lead me. Instead of being a mature adult individual in learning women, loving women, and treating them like the queens they are. Now, it's not that I'm abused or anything along those lines. But from a sexual standpoint, if you want it, you probably 25, 35, 65, 85, 95, 100% of the time can get it. I'm just being real.
Yep.
But do women or should women continue to swallow out the bullshit that we do? So that's the full context of the should they continue to swallow. Because we've given them so much being half-ass daddies, not doing things for the kids that we should be doing. Being half-ass leaders, not setting that climate in the household. If you go up to the morning and start getting dressed for church, your kids should be getting dressed and your wife don't get dressed because she's gonna follow her husband. She's gonna follow her dude if you're setting the climate in the household. But what she should be doing is taking the bullshit. She shouldn't continue to swallow the bullshit that some of us as men has got to own. Now look.
What's considered bullshit? Don't cover up, man. What's considered bullshit? What we talking about? What kind of bullshit?
I was hoping, Clip, too, that somebody
Yeah. What was bullshit? What's the bullshit?
I'm gonna say it from this perspective. Some of us have been living with women 5, 10, 15, 20 years,
You want to talk about that?
Refuse to marry. Why you there? But let me hold on.
Let me get it out.
What we say we mean and we leading by example. So what are you truly telling your son that's in that home? Because that's his mama that don't have a husband. So should women continue to follow to the bullshit of grown ass men showing up at home at 2:30, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning on the regular every weekend?
A woman should never take a man to the home that late with his work. Period. But let me say, especially you got a family at home, you trying to take care of, you tricking off a bunch of money you got to too. I'm just saying.
But hold on. And let me say this here. It's the women out there that choose to swallow. Yeah, we're gonna make money. It's the women out there that choose to swallow because all they that's my man.
So,
Hold on, guys. We got a question.
there has been on, relationships with people or marriage. What about the single?
What about it?
I mean, what's your question?
You say, okay, you say, women should never take a man's bullshit, but what if it's a man of a problem?
What other say?
And
I can't answer
I always hear you always.
Exactly. I agree.
that's why we have counsel on hand.
I'm trying to figure out what the question is.
You say that women shouldn't follow a man's bullshit.
Continue. Because it's going to be something that you're going to, we all have flaws. So we're always accepting something. But I'm talking about the stuff that can be avoided. That's the bullshit. We're too everywhere to avoid the stuff that can be avoided.
You talking about baby boy bullshit? I know wrong baby bullshit. That's baby boy bullshit coming at 2 o'clock. Look, I love you. I fuck with you. Well, then that's just how you think about it.
But what was her question? I still never got the question of your question.
No, I'm gonna have a question. I'm gonna make a statement.
Okay.
You're saying that, in a husband and wife, but the single woman is dating or whatever the case may be. So, what is your take on a woman who she's dating, whether or not she should take that bullshit just because she wants to be in a relationship?
Okay. Right. Hold on. So here's what here's me. I'm gonna give you me. So first and foremost, ladies, I think it also starts with the honesty, the serious sit-down conversation. Because here's sometimes what some people can't see. Now it may be very clear, it's not to you. But I know for a fact other people don't see their flaws. I don't see women who don't see, because when we get dressed, even from the public, we try to hide those physical flaws. So a lot of times people don't see or don't want to acknowledge, even if they do know, the fact that there are some flaws that exist. So first and foremost, I know my grandmother, Miss Katie may say, right around your pocket, used to say, oh, people always go to now she can go to fight next to me. And was probably 5'3", 5'4", 120 pounds. But she couldn't go fight next to me. But people are only looking from a relationship perspective. People are only looking what you are looking. So even when you look, you have to set the tone in your relationship, either from your perspective as a female or my perspective as a male. That soon as a man tries to violate you in some way sexually, like we on the road with you, let that man go to try to stick a dick in your ass and you don't want that. You're gonna stop the knee. I'm just saying.
Oh my.
So I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if you're not into that, you're not gonna accept that. You're not gonna accept that. He can't bring that 55 ass coworker home from work and say, baby, she's staying here for her. If you're not into that, you're not. So it's about setting the parameter.
How did you get to it? Let's get that.
Exactly.
Okay, cash app.
Everybody. You know, I just learned, let me say something right here. You mentioned the broken, but think this on what can you do? I say that. No. He said he was talking about thinking it now. He said thinking in the movie. Everybody said about he said broken. If it's in the movie, it's broken, right? No. I don't know. Okay. They can be great on you gotta have a real open about yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on. But let me say this. Hold on. Hey, this is a night about being real. I'm gonna be real. No, niggas my age do not need moody, but
And I'm going to the hill.
can I finish? Oh my God, my mic that much. No, listen. But what we do, can y'all let me finish my statement? There is no man sitting here right now that's gonna ever tell you that yes, I agree. But let me finish. But what we do is accidentally.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Your camera. What the fuck? Hey, hold up. You are going to do some money with that. Hey, goddamn people are terrified of me. I don't know who lives next to you no more. Yeah. You might well give us some money with that. So, there you go. What's my brother gonna do that? He got a photo box right now. They got a picture on the photo box.
All right, so we're at our fucking community of the show. You done black, anything you want to say, okay. Yeah, anything you want to say, close the before we get out of here.
All that I would say is thank you for putting together a platform where we can just talk, express ourselves without being judged, hopefully be able to identify some things that they may be struggling with. I just want to say thank you.
Appreciate you. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Chair.
Man, it's been, all I can say is it's been a great 45 years, goddamn it. That's all I can say. It ain't. It's only gonna get better, man. Come on.
Hey, okay, Lisa, get that mic right there.
Yes, sir. You want the mic?
Lisa, you want to say something for the close?
I just want to say it's been a great audience. Women, y'all represent, say something. Great show, fellas. I support y'all 120%.
Hey, no, I just want to truly say thanks to everybody that's up in this building tonight, even the people that at home on the Friday night that's watching, man, like from the bottom of my heart, like I appreciate you, Black, appreciate your team, Elise, everybody that's sitting. Like, man, I truly appreciate the fact that you guys have given us something that you can never get back to be here tonight. And that's time. You can't get no time back. So when people give you something that's so precious, that's so powerful, because that's only what we do with our free time, is we learn something. So to y'all, from me, like, man, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for supporting what he said with Kevin Walker. I'm up to, with just this simple stream a month, I get between 3,500 and 4,000 streams a month. A week, I'm sorry, this is a week. When I do a new show, that's what I've got by Saturday. So that's not even a full week. So I'm thinking about adding another day to double the stream. Facebook has suggested that. So again, man, for all y'all that have supported, this for 2 years. It's been 2 years, next month, that I've been doing what he said with Kevin Walker. And I originally started doing it,
Can I get the
as an opportunity for me to get some shit off my back that was troubling me, that was bothering me. And this is what it's turned into. And hopefully, with the likes of Penny and Cook too, who on board 100%, want to appreciate Nessa, Ms. AJ, for giving us this spot tonight. Like, she asked me to do this, she asked me to do this, but even if you ain't drinking, or even if you ain't eating, but if you are, like, y'all come make a donation, because we're not paying for this. I'm just being real, we're not paying for this. And I guarantee you what's gonna happen is that I still like will still gonna come.
Okay, no doubt.
The water bill still gonna come, brother. She charged $1 million, she still got to pay those fees. So before you leave, I'm asking everybody that's up in here either get up and take a I'm just saying, simple $20. Send her a cash up to $20. That ain't going to me, that ain't going to Clifton and Penny. But we want to grow this. We want to grow this to a point where we can sit on people's toes and we got to go up to Penny and get even bigger.
That's right.
All right, so again, I'm here to thank you guys for coming. Thank y'all for being here. Is my DJ? My DJ?
Thank you. While we wait, say, I have food right now. A meeting after this podcast, have a call because it's actually good. But I have food in the back, please make yourself, eat. I'm gonna eat this about, and, yeah. There ain't nobody going nowhere, nobody gotta go work tomorrow. Yeah,
Hey, everybody, here before y'all leave, I want to hug every single person in the building. For real.
Oh, let me keep this shit right. Move it.
all right, we out. Hey,